What's up, YouTube? Mandy Hops here. Like, share, subscribe. Um, I have been going through a really hard time lately, guys. And if you guys follow me, you will be familiar with my boy Harty. I'll also post some videos, links below. If you're new, catch up. That I basically told you I'm from St. Louis and all my friends are dead. Um, so basically, my brother died about a year ago. And he was with Harty, they were best friends. We were all best friends since we were little. And he got drunk and he decided to do a drug he doesn't normally do. And there was fentanyl in it. He died, got his car robbed. I blamed Harty, aka JJ Sqattertales. And these were tough dudes. Like, they played sports when they were young. Like, they slept outside, slept on their packs, like in the streets of California. They did a lot of time, like in places, like against their will. And when Harty came out, he was beefy. I was mad at Harty for a long time because I blamed him for my brother Bo's death. Now, my brother Bo, his stepbrother, is Breakfast Guy, as you guys know. And Breakfast Guy called me about a year ago and said, "Are you sitting down?" And I was like, "Why?" Caught me totally off guard. It was right after I got beat up by Trash, and Red Hot Box had just left. And I was actually effed up on like coke for the first time in Vegas. Which I had only done dude, I've probably only done it 2 or 3 times in the whole 3 years I was here. So it was like not good timing. And so I just woke up. I'm trying to like clean my place, get my life together a little bit. And Breakfast Guy calls me. Breakfast Guy! Harty do not like each other. That's a whole nother story. You'll have to follow the videos. Breakfast Guy was kind of like my boyfriend when I left. And Harty was like my friend. And I was really getting into trouble with both of them. So he said, "Where are you at?" And I said, "Home. Where are you at?" Plus, I've had some people ask what's up with Breakfast Guy. Breakfast Guy is now sober. I've never seen him sober in my life. I'm very proud of him. He's doing some work in Cali, about 3 hours away. And when he's done, I suspect he'll be here for a minute. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out, because every time I get excited, something happens and falls through. So there was Breakfast Guy and Harty left. Harty was only alive because he was in prison, I feel like, at this point. So he got out, and in the first, dude, you let somebody like us out, we always have a bottle on us. They're the crazy ones, though. He got into it with some Hoosiers, out in Imperial, which is like a country-ass part of St. Louis. And, maybe a few cops. So, in his first week, they were going to put him back in prison. Now I wish they would have. And I hate to say that, but he'd still be alive. And they put him in a 90-day treatment. He had to go to rehab every day. Well, the last time I talked to him, he was underneath a bridge, which he has a home. So I don't know why he was underneath a bridge. I don't know why you find me in tunnels sometimes. Shit happens. And he had already been in trouble with the cops twice. And he was screaming at me, "Mandy." And he's the one who got me to go to Vegas and say, "Fuck that. Get out of here. These motherfucking dudes we hang out with aren't ever going to do shit. They aren't going to know shit outside of Fenton. Get the fuck out of here." And he encouraged me all the way. And he's why I'm here. And he was like, "You need to come back. You need to come back. You're not doing good out there. I'll take care of you. I'll send you money. I got this. I got that." And I was like, "Well, let me call you back about it," because I knew he was drunk. I don't think that's why he was saying it. I just didn't want to talk to him about it, why he was white boy wasted at that second, you know? And the ironic thing is, and it is not about the money. It is not. But my brother Bo offered to send me $1,000 when I got beat up by Trash. And I was too proud to take. I said, "No, if shit gets really bad, I'll ask you for something." And when I say these are my boys, these are my real boys, my brothers, you know? And a week later, Bo died. Now, Hart just offered to send me $1,000, and a week later he died. It's sheer fucking irony, and it's almost a year apart. And I was so excited that he was out. He had got a job already. And then I noticed the last few days he wasn't answering my calls. And then I was like, oh, he must have got a broad or a couple broads. You know what I mean? Or maybe he's on a little bit of a binge. Because it happens. It happens, guys. Like, it just shows you no matter where you've been and how tough you are and how long you've been partying or whatever, like it can happen to anybody. He probably got something with fentanyl in it, I'm guessing. I don't know. They're going to have to do the autopsy. And I had to hear it through Breakfast Guy. And Breakfast Guy wasn't having it. He's like, I don't think much of the guy. I'm just passing the message on. So I hope I never have to hear Breakfast Guy ask if I'm sitting down again. But being that all my friends are dead pretty much, except for Breakfast Guy, I consider the chances slim to none. Unless he's like, are you sitting down? I'm not coming out to see you. And then I'm just going to be so upset. So I'm really mad that he didn't give himself a chance. But you get locked up that long, you know, you got to have a little sense of freedom, I guess. But it's all about what you choose to do with your freedom. So I'm very upset. I mean, I have a ton of videos with me and Harty, aka JJ Sqattertales. We all had a really good time, all three of us. But we were trouble. We were trouble. I think we were stealing my bottles from my parents since like 7th grade. Always getting in trouble. Getting in trouble at the bus stops because we'd all just get wasted. We were like in 8th grade and like, not much changed. Not much change. I think Reinhardt was still getting wasted at the bus stop at 42 or 43. I don't know. But I love you, Bo, and I love you, Hart, and I'm going to say a prayer for y'all, and I feel really bad for the family, and I feel really bad I didn't get to see him. I was the first person he called when he got out of prison, the first person. And I guess I don't know what the lesson to be learned from this is, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't go back to St. Louis for a while. I want to see my dad and everything, but and my family, and I miss the food, but like everybody out there since I left has died. You know, I'm complaining because I went from $2,000 in debt to $100,000 in debt. But being in debt of your friends and family, money doesn't make as much of a deal, you know? So, I don't know. It kind of threw me for a loop. And that's why we always say, like, you can never prepare for this. It always happens on some idle Tuesday afternoon at like 10 a.m. You find out something like this, or 4 p.m., or you know what I mean. And I hope they're hanging out together in heaven. Bo and Harty. And y'all better save a spot for me. All right. I love you guys. Deuces.